It's unclear when the Sibyls themselves ended their practice. Unlike other elements of Roman paganism, the Sibyls had some claim to legitimacy under Christianity due to a kind of unusual interpretation of a poem by Virgil. In his fourth eclogue, this is a collection of shorter poems, Virgil reports this prediction by the Cumaean Sibyl that he says was made long ago, but now is coming true. Namely, the arrival of a young boy who will carry on the work of his divine father and bring peace to the known world. If you're an early Christian, you might read this as a prediction of the coming of Jesus Christ. And this is written right around the same time as the dates for the historical Jesus Christ. More likely, this is a fawning praise poem for Augustus, who carried on the work of Julius Caesar, his adopted father, claimed divine lineage by deifying Julius Caesar, and settled generations of civil war to bring peace to a very unstable empire. So here's a few lines from it. I'm reading from the website Poetry in Translation, which I will link down below. Virgil writes, "Now the last age of the Cumaean prophecy begins. The great roll call of the centuries is born anew. Only favor the child who's born, pure Lucina," that's a childbirth goddess, "under whom the first race of iron shall end, and a golden race rise up throughout the world. Now your Apollo reigns. He will take on divine life, and he will see gods mingled with heroes, and be seen by them, and rule a peaceful world with his father's powers." You can see how easily a Christian interpretation of these lines could come to be. You can also see the interplay between religion and politics, which was a feature of Roman life from the very beginning. The Sibyls and others who dealt in prophecy were treated with a degree of reverence by the population, a reverence that could be manipulated and used to great effect in the political sphere, which is exactly what Virgil was doing when he was writing this poem to Augustus. Although they were reclusive and mysterious, the Sibyls served an important function in Greek and Roman society, voicing the opinions of the gods and supplying otherwise unknown superhuman knowledge. The oracles were opaque and confusing, like all divine speech is, because it doesn't translate well to human ears. The prophetic voice in Harry Potter inherits the Sibyl's name, right? Sybil Trelawney is this strange creature whose waking predictions are almost always wrong, but on several occasions she delivers a true and terrifying prophecy that she has no recollection of. In these moments, she is possessed by, it doesn't say what, that wouldn't work with the world building, but she is possessed by something, and she doesn't remember it, and she's speaking in a voice that is not her voice. The form of her prophecy, the true prophecy, mirrors what was happening with her namesakes. Something beyond takes over and speaks through her as if she is a vessel. And like most ancient prophets, she's a little bit strange, a little bit abnormal. And although anytime she tries to predict on command, she fails miserably, nevertheless, her actual prophecies, the moments where she's speaking out of body, those always come true. So in the end, the Sibyls' power comes from their position as a mouthpiece, and they themselves know that their legacy will be the survival of their ethereal voice. Their bodies might die, but the immortal words of the gods will remain. I'll end with a quote from Plutarch, reporting what the Sibyl supposedly first sang about her own legacy. "For when we halted as we reached a point opposite the rock which lies over against the council chamber, upon which it is said that the first Sibyl sat after her arrival from Helicon, where she had been reared by the Muses, though others say she came from the Malians and was the daughter of Lamia, whose father was Poseidon. Serapion recalled the verses in which she sang of herself. that even after death she shall not cease from prophesying, but that she shall go round and round the moon, becoming what is called the face that appears on the moon, while her spirit, mingled with the air, shall be forever borne onward in the voices of presage important. And since from her body, transformed within the earth, grass and herbage shall spring, on this shall pasture the creatures reared for the holy sacrifice, and they shall acquire all manner of colors and forms and qualities upon their inward parts, from which shall come for men prognostications of the future. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, you can let me know by leaving a thumbs up down below. And if you want to see more content on the beliefs of ancient Greece and Rome, feel free to subscribe. As always, I'll see you in the comments down below. I'm especially curious to hear what forms of divination, if any, you use in your practice. We'll be covering more requested topics in the upcoming videos, so stay tuned for those. Thanks again for watching, I truly appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.